Okay, this is actually a video for my nephew, Ulysse, in Paris, France. He's asked me how to wrap handlebars. I just wanted to send him a YouTube video of how to do that, but surprisingly, I can't find one that shows the way I like to do it. I see some that criticize the way I like to do it, and I'll explain why I prefer this way. And the main reason is because I've tried it. A lot of people actually haven't tried this method. And there are theories as to why it doesn't work, but in practice it works wonderfully. One of the theories is that you'll see at the end that we're going to have the folds facing inwards, and one theory is that they'll come off like that, but that's not true. So I like to trap, if I have the cable, I like to trap it a little bit there. The first little triangle, the first little part of this. And then one of the keys to this is to make sure that you wrap it tightly. And so I come around, I overlap the first one, and then I start going off at an angle. That is now snug and secure. I get the cable exactly where I want it. That's it. And now I'm going to continue wrapping this with pretty good tension. Like that. Now, when we come to the hoods, we have to make sure that we don't leave any gaps, because now we're going around a bend. I'm going to keep it nice and tight, make sure there's no ripples in it. And then, just as we pass the hoods here, the shifters, here you've got an option. You can either, a lot of people like to cut off, or sometimes it comes cut off, a little piece that will go in here and cover the hardware. I just go with a figure 8, but both one or the other is fine. Just don't do both, or you'll have too much wrap there. And I like to get it. I really like to work the tape under the plastic housing of the shifter. That seems to help a lot. So I do that at the top and on the bottom. So I'm coming up here, and as you can probably see, I'm going to show you here. I'm working this up into the shifter there, so it gets a good grip. And now I'm going to do my figure 8. Now I can go a little longer over the shifter, and now we just continue winding it around, again making sure that it's nice and tight, and we're not leaving any gaps on the bar, and we're also not leaving any wrinkles in the wrap material. So there we go. Alright, almost done. Come to this part, we're going to cut that angle again once we're all the way off the end of the bar. Use my thumb there to maintain pressure, because you do not want to let this pressure go. I'm going to cut it 45 degrees again. There it is. Now put the plug in, and it's gone. And it's done. And that's your wrapped bar. Now, put the hood back down to cover your work. There it is. So that's how it looks. Now, the main advantage here is that you don't have any tape. Most people teach you how to wrap from the plug and come all the way up and finish here, so you have to finish with the adhesive tape. If you've biked for more than 5 days, you know that the weak link in this chain will be this adhesive tape. The sweat from your arms and your palms will erode and dissolve the adhesive, and that tape will come off, and then this will unwind. This can't unwind. It's impossible. It's already stuck under here, and it doesn't need any tape. The only way it can unwind is from here, and the plug keeps the tape on, and that plug's not going to come off. And if it did, if you're out on a ride and the plug comes off, it's simple just to use your finger and stick the wrap back in until you get home. Also, if you have any problems with the wrap while you're out on the road, you can just re-wrap it the same way. You don't need any tools, and you don't need any tape. The criticism, as I said, is that this sticking out here would cause this to spread. That has never happened to me in years of use. And in fact, I like it more like this because these little ridges provide more grip. It is true that your hand's forces are normally moving out as you use the grip here, and those little ridges give you more grip so your hand doesn't slide. So this, for me, is the best way to wrap a handlebar. And it's very easy, as you saw, and very fast. And you don't have to, the main thing is you don't have to use any adhesive tape, because adhesive tape is the hardest thing to make work over time with handlebar wrap. That's it. That's how you wrap, and that's a wrap.